Wojtkowiak, and today I would like to talk to you about the emergence of Web 2.0 technologies and their impact on teaching and learning from my perspective as a teacher at the Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School and as a graduate student in online education at the Franciscan University of Steubenville.
Web 2.0 tools have increased our ability to collaborate and to stay connected. Our students are digital natives, meaning that these tools are part of their everyday lives and have been for quite some time. Many educators, though, are not digital natives. To them, Web 2.0 tools are still new and overwhelming. These teachers are often hesitant to or unsure of how to incorporate these tools in their classrooms. But as the students of today are incorporating Web 2.0 tools in their daily lives, we must incorporate them as well in the classroom to maintain the interest and attention of our students. And because employers want employees who have competency using Web 2.0 tools.
First, what are Web 2.0 tools?
Web 2.0 tools make use of the internet to allow for a two-way interaction, and the number of tools available are limitless. These tools are available online, therefore accessible anywhere there is internet connection. A Google search of Web 2.0 tools will provide you with enough links to last a lifetime. There are sites to share online photo albums like Flickr, sites to share personal blogs like Blogger, WordPress, or TypePad. There are sites for keeping track of and sharing your ideas like Pinterest, and sites for staying connected to friends and family like Facebook and MySpace. There are sites to store videos like YouTube and TeacherTube, and sites to store podcasts like Podomatic. There are tools for direct audio communication like Skype or FaceTime, and there are tools for collaborative documents and calendars through Google. These tools are just a tip of the iceberg.
And why should we use Web 2.0 tools?
As already discussed, our students are digital natives, so in order to increase their interest and engagement, we should integrate Web 2.0 tools into the classroom. But why else? Web 2.0 is eliminating many of the advantages of wealthy nations, as Web 2.0 tools provide not only free tools for business to use, but have such ease and accessibility. As long as one can access the internet, they can access these tools. Many people these days also use smartphones or iPads, so they don't even need to have access to a computer to access the internet. Also, employers are expecting their new employees to have competencies in using these tools. Due to a competitive global economy, greater demands of employers, and the way our new society lives, educators must change the way they educate their students. No longer will teacher-focused lessons which are based on presentations be sufficient. Educators must continue to teach content, but also integrate collaboration, information sharing, flexibility, and 21st century skills.
So it seems pretty obvious that Web 2.0 technologies should be incorporated in our classrooms. So why aren't they?
I am sure there are many reasons, but the three biggest reasons, in my opinion, is lack of knowledge about how to use Web 2.0 tools, the second is lack of time to adequately integrate these tools into the classroom, and the third is a lack of money to adequately staff schools with the technology needed to fully integrate the tools into the classroom. Many teachers lack adequate knowledge about not only how to use these new tools, but also how to integrate them into the classroom. Remember earlier I stated that many of us teachers are not digital natives? And remember how I mentioned that there are more Web 2.0 tools than I can even begin to imagine? Well, combine those two facts and it can be pretty daunting for a teacher to even get started using Web 2.0 tools, let alone to integrate them effectively. Another reason is that many teachers just can't find the time to integrate Web 2.0 technologies into their classrooms. High-stakes testing has unfortunately left little time in a typical course to branch out to include anything new into the classroom, let alone Web 2.0 tools. While Web 2.0 tools are not incredibly hard to use, using them in the classroom does take some time to explain to the students. A teacher cannot just tell her class to make a vodcast without first taking a couple of class periods to teach them how to do that. Unfortunately, many teachers just don't have that time. The third reason is money. While I did state that Web 2.0 technologies are inexpensive to use on a personal level, to equip an entire school with all the equipment needed to fully integrate Web 2.0 tools into the classroom can be quite expensive. In our current difficult economic times, especially, there often just isn't enough money left over in budgets to finance the equipment.
So now that you've heard all of my excuses, what can be done to eliminate these issues and move our children into the 21st century?
Our first solution is professional development. Staff needs to be given applicable hands-on training on how to use these technologies before they can even begin to integrate them into their classrooms. An hour session on one tool or another isn't going to suffice for the staff who are not digital natives. They may need a few days of training. And it would be even more helpful if staff were given a few sample projects they could use the tool for, so they didn't have to both create a lesson plan that uses the tools while they also gain familiarity with the Web 2.0 tools. Also, as I said earlier, our students are digital natives, and they are usually very willing to help out a teacher when they know something that the teacher doesn't. So, staff should also use their students as resources to learn from. My second solution is for staff to collaborate. No one has a lot of extra time these days, so staff who teach the same subject should share their resources and project ideas. Every teacher should be able to find the time to create a couple lesson plans a year that integrate Web 2.0 technology, so a library of resources could look pretty full after a year or two. Also, staff can find many lesson plans online, which they can also use. It is hard to come up with a solution for a lack of money. However, if money is spent each year to acquire equipment needed, the school can gradually integrate Web 2.0 tools into their classrooms. Also, staff should look into many grant opportunities out there for technology acquisition. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to my podcast. It was produced in my home in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania by myself. Music was found on freesounds.org.